Hey, hello. It is Debbie Peterson, and welcome to the Way Forward Show. So, today we are talking about how to stop asking for permission in your career or maybe even in your life. The thing is to be happy, to be satisfied, to be fulfilled, to move on to achieve whatever it is that you want in your career or life. Uh, when you ask for permission, you stop. When you ask for permission, you slow down. When you ask for permission, you doubt a lot of times. You doubt yourself because you're asking permission. You're going outside of yourself. You're asking for someone else's point of view over your own. You're giving your power away. And we don't want that to happen. And so today I'm going to share some strategies about how to stop asking for permission. And I'm not necessarily talking about asking for forgiveness instead of permission. This is a little different take. And so what you need to do is you need to understand what makes you tick. You need to understand what lights you up when it comes to your career or your business, whatever you may be. If you're in a career, you're a careerist, maybe you work for someone else, but you're still the CEO of your own career. If you are in your own business, or perhaps you do consulting, or you have a startup or something like that, it's really important to have clarity on what it is that you want. What is next for you? What is out in front of you? What is it that lights you up, that you enjoy, that you want to move towards? So when it comes to just quit asking permission, you have to know direction. You have to have clarity of direction. You have to know what it is that you do want. And this sort of clarity is really critical. And the reason it is because when you have clarity of what it is that you want, then you've got certainty. You have the ability to take steps. You have the ability to move outside of your comfort zone. You say yes to the right opportunities because you know what they are. You say no to the things that aren't a fit because, again, you know where you're going. And you show up the way that you need to, because in order to create success on your terms, in order to move to where you want in your career, you can't hit a target without a bullseye. So understanding what it is that you're moving towards, and that's why that's so important. And as high achieving women in leadership, women who are always serving other people professionally, personally, emerging leaders who are kind of moving into that space, you're the people who get things done. You're the go-to person, right? You are used to just like buckling down and knocking through stuff and doing amazing work. And so my question is, why aren't you doing that for yourself? Why aren't you making it happen for yourself? So let's talk about how you may stop asking for permission, getting bogged down by asking for permission. So it's not necessarily, I want to do this and I have to ask for permission. It is, what I'm talking about is that you have clarity of direction so that you know what it is that you want to create. You know what is out in front of you. You know why it's meaningful for you. You know why you're supposed to be doing it. You understand how it ties in with your values, and therefore it has meaning to you. And so how do you figure that out? Great question. You do it by getting curious. So that's the first step, is to get curious, follow the thread, pay attention to things in your career that lift you up, things that motivate you, things that make you feel a certain way. Because then you know what to say yes to. And sometimes when you get a no from someone, it's not the right answer. And I'll tell you, this happened in my career where I got to a point that, I want to do more. I know and I feel that there is something more for me, but I need to make the ask. And that was a scary proposition. And so, you know what? I finally worked myself up to it. And I went into my boss's office and I said, I want to do more. And I got the pat on the head. You're good where you're at. I mean, it didn't come out like that, but in essence, that's what it was, is that you're good where you're at. Essentially, I got told no. But you know what? It wouldn't go away. There was that feeling that there was something more for me. I was meant to do something, show up in a different capacity, a higher capacity, and that feeling wouldn't go away. And so I followed that thread. I got curious about it. I saw where it led. I paid attention to what was sucking the life out of me. And I really moved towards the things that gave me energy. Because here's the thing is that, the days of being a good, hard worker, just, nose to the grindstone, just keeping focused and doing and hoping that someone will notice what you're doing and say, hey, you are working so hard, you deserve a promotion. That ship has sailed. Those days are gone. And so for you to get to where you want to go, you really need to step up and ask for it and create it and move towards what your vision is. Even if you can't do it in the way that you want to, then what are the steps that you can take that get you as close to that vision as possible? And you don't need permission to show up that way. You don't need permission to create this for yourself. And you know what? We always have a choice to make. If we are wanting to show up in a certain way and we're not allowed to show up that way, then you do have a choice. Another strategy is that, be open. Give yourself permission. If you are wanting to create something in your career, in your business, whatever the case may be, it is coming up for a reason. It is part of your internal wisdom, your gut, and give yourself permission to follow that, even if it's something that you explore and you have curiosity about for a specific period of time. Maybe it's not a permanent change, but it's something that you're giving yourself permission. You have permission to create your career the way that you want to. And then finally, listen to your gut, be aware of feedback, make choices, be aware of what happens as a result, and then take different action accordingly. So, stop asking for permission. It really starts with clarity about what it is that you want. What is meaningful to you? What are the right decisions for you to make? How do you move in a direction that's aligned with who you are and what is going to help you feel, fulfilled and happy and financially stable while you're having fun? And so those are the questions. That's the kind of clarity that you need to get for yourself. So you need to give yourself the space and the grace to do that. And if you're not used to giving yourself the space and the grace, well, I've got a solution for you. So join me on December 16th, and it is the Career and Clarity Life Accelerator. And it is a 2-hour deep dive immersion that helps you get clarity moving into 2021. So 2020 is going to be done soon. Thank goodness for a lot of people, right? And how do you move into 2021 with intention? How do you really figure out what worked this year, what didn't? How do you figure out what is next for you in your career or business in 2021? So join me for the accelerator. It's on December 16th, 11 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. Come and take a deep dive and get your answers for you. Get the kind of clarity that you deserve to move into 2021 in high gear. So if that is of interest to you, you can email me at Debbie@gettingtoclarity, or you can find it on my social media. So I would love to see you there. Until next week and the next Way Forward show in your career, here is wishing you all the clarity that you deserve. Have a really great day, and bye-bye for now.